Welcome everyone to the Anti-Think Tank, where today I'm joined by a couple of outstanding gentlemen. Introduce yourselves.
Alright, my name is Ryan. I am apparently an outstanding gentleman for the evening today.
After the hour, you're back to being a common degenerate.
And once this recording ends, I'm going straight to like the Middle East and just doing unspeakable crimes. So
He doesn't mean it, or does
I
he?
do.
He does.
And my name is Justin, and after this podcast is over, I'm going to go back to being the stain under Ryan's boot.
Yeah, that's where we all end up in the end.
It is his comfort zone.
It's the only place he feels right.
It's his safe place.
It's the only place he feels right. Like if you don't bully Justin at least like 2 or 3 times a day, Justin like starts like wigging out. He starts like shaking. He's like, "What's happening?"
That's a little bit too real. That's a little bit too accurate, actually.
I noticed it. I noticed it the first time we all hung out.
I feel violated.
It's like, damn. I was like, damn, Ryan, Justin didn't even do anything. Stop, like, leave him alone. However, sometimes it's necessary to keep the hierarchy as it is.
Anyway. Gotta keep you animals in line.
Or else we might go off and start our own podcast. Alright. The first thing on the docket, which may or may not be the last thing on the docket, but I'm pretty proud of it. I think it'll go pretty well. Unfortunately, it involves like one person at a time leaving or just not being able to hear. Yeah, actually no, you can just press deafen so we can't hear you and you can't hear us. But anyway, so I had an idea. As many, hardcore anti-think tank lovers know, we're on the rise. We're the new Shakespeare, we're the new Tarantino, we're the new Martin Scorsese, and essentially, I assume you both are aware of Chlamydia San, correct?
Run me through one more time.
The wandering samurai who has the power of every sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar.
Somewhat familiar. You were there during his inception, during his creation.
I try to forget that time of my life.
It was 3 weeks ago.
Ryan's trying to push that shit away from him as far as he can.
Well, unfortunately, it's about to be hitting pretty close to home. All right.
You have AIDS?
I had what? How did you know? I look like that AI generated samurai that ChatGPT made for us last week. But unfortunately, no. I do not have HIV. I'm fine. I'm doing well.
He said unfortunately?
I'm doing. I mean, that would be pretty good for my character arc. But regardless, essentially, what we're gonna be doing is, do you guys remember that game? Do you ever play that game as kids where like you'd get a prompt and then like one person would say one word and then the next person would say one and like it would keep on going on until you had a full couple of paragraphs?
I guess so.
Somewhat.
All right, so essentially what's going to happen is one person we are going to create a story about Chlamydia San. And what's going to happen is I'm going to say the first word. So like Ryan will go first. I'm going to say the first word and then Ryan says the second word and then it just keeps going back and forth. I'm going to write down every single thing that it goes in real time. And then at the end, then Justin will do it. And then at the end, I'll send the story that I made with Ryan to Justin. This was story I made with Justin to Ryan, and then you both have to read it out loud.
Fantastic.
I cooked this one up all day, gentlemen. I was pretty proud. I woke up today and I was like, damn, I've been no-lifing Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Wonder for a week. Isn't it my week to do the podcast? Like,
You really woke up in like a cold sweat, looked at the date, and like, oh, shit, oh no.
I woke up at 3 in the morning, just
I know what I'll do. I'll get them to do my job for me.
Do you think maybe for audience purposes, should we cut out the creation of the story so that we cut right to us talking about the stories?
I'm completely down. However, if we do that, that's gonna cut like. I mean, this podcast is already going to be pretty short. We'll figure it out afterwards. If you want to do that, that's fine. But Justin, press deafen. So
because it would probably hit the joke would hit better if we did it that way.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All right, Ryan, you ready?
Let me
Sure,
do deafen real quick.
Hello, my name is Bleeble Bobbins. While the boys are working on their fanfiction, I would like to announce that the anti-think tank merc store is up on redbubble.com. Grab yourself some cool designs such as I'm not a mac and cheese foot whore, me mate dowdy, and you can even get my handsome face on the shower curtain. Get you some sweet anti-think tank swag at redbubble.com. The link will be in the description. And now, let's go back and see what unholy scripture the boys have come up with.
Okay, after all that, they just got done. We just got done creating both stories. It went really well, I think. It depends on your how you view the word well, but essentially here's what's gonna happen. Justin, you go first. You are gonna read Ryan's, and then Ryan is gonna read Justin's. But here's the thing: read it at a steady pace, and if you can get through it without laughing, I'll send you $15 on Cash App.
Oh fuck yeah, let's go!
Okay.
All right.
Woo! You can tell that one of you is significantly more in the need of money than the other.
All right, let's go. All right, let's read your guys. Okay, here we go. All right, my
Do
turn.
you want to go
boys.
first?
Yeah, Justin, go.
Yeah, go first. All right, here we go. One time there was a samurai who could penetrate anyone, or otherwise, fuck. Or otherwise, if the if the unwilling was take against their will. It is a good nut. It is a good nut. And the nut dripped profusely their left eye, period. Chlamydia infected butthole while perpetrators fled slowly and unsuccessfully. His sword was dripping with viscous fluids that couldn't be anything holy. The Catholic priest who hated lewdness abolished the poor hamster. The hamster fought valiantly because he was the samurai's lover. The samurai,
Look at that hit you all at once. I was trying to get Ryan to say that he was his sidekick. I was like, Ryan, just say that he's his sidekick, and he just didn't want to do it.
The law was angry because women can't speak in church and outside in public. Racial tensions were increasing. No one knew why. The 23-year-old bimbo walked off a treadmill and into a police precinct that was full of Catholic samurai whose mission was to take down Chlamydia San. The woman failed at raising up the hamster who reported sexual harassment to his master. His master, who was Chlamydia San, was very confused by her degeneracy. The end. The end. Much horny. What the fuck is this?
Art. But Justin, I think you owe me $15.
No. You said if we managed to not laugh, then you give us $15. I laughed. Okay.
Oh no, I was joking. I was like, you laughed so much, I think that it went the opposite way.
Oh no. I mean, it'd be worth it, but I ain't got no $15, man.
So, where would you rate that story on a scale of 1 to 10?
11 out of 10.
What was your favorite?
Fantastic.
Who's your favorite character?
The fucking hamster. It was the lover of Chlamydia San.
No, Ryan was so mad because he was like, everything was going good, and then I mentioned the hamster, and he was like, you derailed us! Okay.
You can probably find in the audio file me like yelling like you You sabotaged this whole operation!
My thing is,
It was a great story. And
I fully plan on
was
using
done.
the recorded audio of all of us figuring out what we're gonna do as an extra bit.
You
no,
probably shouldn't.
no, you probably shouldn't.
I'll censor some shit out if I have to, but it's going up.
Okay, I mean, all right. I mean, if you want to.
All right. To my future employer. Good.
Good.
I stand by everything.
All right, Ryan, your turn to read our masterpiece.
All right.
Also, wait, before you start, this is a true story. Go on.
All right. Chlamydia San, Chapter 2. Based on a true story. Chlamydia San wandered about the strip club searching for raunchy pussy. The Catholic priest masturbated peacefully in the view of elderly leper patients, and the hero Chlamydia San decided to grab the hilt of his blade and swung his cock with such force that the space-time continuum broke. The priest retaliated by reciting the U.S. Constitution. The samurai grabbed the nearest slut and used her to close the priest's gaping mouth. The samurai, who was hung like a basilisk, knocked the slut down, and the Catholic priest, he then spat violently into the weeaboo militia. The weeaboo, who smelled like dick for unknown reasons, decided to call upon his non-existent girlfriend, the hoe, so she could help restrain Chlamydia San from committing unspeakable crimes against elderly leper patients. The end.
All right, dude, here's your money.
I'm a professional, damn it.
Oh my god, dude, good for you, man. Do you have Cash App?
I do not have Cash App. I'll just get $15 and hand it to me the next time you see me, I guess.
Okay, sounds good. Oh my god. Yo, this is why our friend group works. At least one needs one person who's not a complete, like, giggling mess.
All right, asshole.
It was difficult. It was hard. But
What part? What part almost got
I am
you?
a
What part almost
professional.
got you?
The incredibly stupid fucking spelling of not the slut down in the Catholic priest. He then spat violently into the weeaboo militia. Like just how off the rails it got there.
No, I
was
was
hoping-
fully I was trying to get Justin to be like, I was like, okay, the weeaboo who smelled like onions. I don't know who smelled like apples. I don't know. Man just went for dick.
No, listen. When it came to the fucking
Yeah,
spitting
there's
in the
there's a lot of cock in this chapter.
but when it comes to like spitting in the weeaboo's militia, I was hoping you'd say spitting in the priest's mouth.
I feel so. Why do we keep going after priests every couple episodes?
Well, they deserve it.
Oh, come to the anti-think tank. Watch priests catch strays.
Look, all I'm saying is that, you know, maybe with all the violent, unspeakable crimes they've done to young boys, they deserve a shot or two.
At least the Catholic ones. Oh man. All right. That was. Did you guys like that?
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Thank you. Maybe I'll bust that out one day in the future. That was pretty good. Next, I will quickly go ahead and say, because I did last week, anyone who's following my journey through Adventure Time, I watched around 23 episodes in this last week. I am currently. I had to stop watching an episode because because I got here to do the podcast. I'm in the middle, season 4. Episode 25. It's called. I think it's called I Remember You.
Are you in the middle of it or like at the beginning of it?
I'm
'Cause
like
if you're
I'm like a minute and 30 seconds into it.
All right. After this episode ends, I'm going to join you in watching that because that is the episode I wanted to watch with you next.
What is it that good?
It is my favorite episode of Adventure Time.
I'm sorry. It like nothing's happened so far. The only thing that's happened so far is that Ice King has like wandered around in a
It's
wig.
it is one of my favorites. It's one of the best early episodes, I'd say.
Is it
So,
like
you know.
is it considered by the fan base to be like a masterpiece?
There's an Adventure Time wiki that has it. It won some sort of fan poll award.
Wow, dude, I had no idea.
I Remember You is the 25th episode. It is the winner of the Best Serious Episode Golden Steak.
Holy crap! I just thought it was another like goofy episode. I had no idea.
Did you not see the title card?
I was walking to my car.
All right. Well, when we restart, you're gonna see the title card and get hyped immediately.
Okay, cool. Awesome. To update on that.
Actually,
was that?
because you would have already gotten past the title card by your thing. I'd like to just get like a live reaction here, and I'll put it in the group chat real quick so you can see just what you missed when you walked to your fucking car.
Okay.
This is why you never walk away from Adventure Time the moment you hit fucking play.
I understand. I never do. I've caught everything. I've caught the snail, the worm, all of it. Dude, like I promise I have not missed. I have not. Ah! Ah! That's beautiful. It looks like art, dude. Oh my god, that's my new iPhone like screensaver. Oh my god, I can't wait to see this episode.
Dude, this literally went as perfectly as possible.
Dude, it's like God set this up. Because I remember the episode.
I could hear the moment you tabbed over in the Discord because your microphone peaked immediately.
Bro, like I just like I was walking out and two of my coworkers said see you tomorrow, Ian. And I was like, hey, see you guys. Apparently that 2 seconds I accidentally missed some Picasso. So okay, yeah, I will absolutely be watching that right after the episode's over. Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll watch both the next 2 episodes after this episode is done recording. So
Okay, cool.
We'll do that.
That sounds awesome. Season 4 in general has been absolutely excellent. It's been the best season so far. Great balance of humor and really, this is the first time where I can look at a season and like look back on it and say, yeah, this one has like 9 or 10 really great episodes that I would rewatch again. Like BMO Noir is really, really good. I really like that one. Ignition Point is good. A lot of really good stuff with tons of side characters. Princess Cookie was good. Card Wars is like one of my favorite episodes.
Card Wars like spawned something in me as a child. I need to play that game.
Dude,
I need to play that game.
Dude, me too. Like I was watching it and like I was like, damn, like Dungeons and Dragons is like the closest I can get to this. I need to play D&D like once.
Like, I need to just tell someone I flooped the pig one time and just see them rage.
You can't floop the pig, Finn. You can't floop the pig, Finn.
Like, just listening to fucking BMO go like, I do not play that game with Jake.
Dude, this has been the first. I wouldn't be surprised if you looked back at seasons 1 through 3. BMO may get like a minute and a half worth of dialogue, and then season 4, like she or whatever BMO is in like almost every episode.
BMO kind of slowly became like a fan favorite just because of like the quick, witty dialogue here and there.
Yeah.
Also because she has the same voice actor as Candy from Gravity Falls, so.
She also sounds a little bit similar to Lady Rainicorn.
Yeah, it's the same voice actress.
Okay, that's what I thought. Really, really great voice. Really great for just the characters she plays. Yeah, great season. It's finally becoming like as good as regular show for me.
You stopped on both of the episodes early that like both like this episode and the next one are like fucking prime time, dude. I prefer this one over the next one, but the next one is still good.
Awesome, dude. I just looked at the name of the next episode, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
The next episode, for those who are unaware, is The Lich, which is, I'm
super excited. It's been freaking great. Cannot wait. I obviously haven't watched as much this week because I have been doing nothing but playing the greatest games, dude. October 20th will go down in history as one of the greatest days for video games in history. Mario Wonder and Spider-Man 2, both masterpieces.
This has been like a strangely good year for video games, dude.
Amazing year.
Like Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2. Now, like, another Mario coming out. Like, is it gonna stop? Like, did they just save all the fucking bangers for this one year?
Yeah, no, dude, seriously, like, all of the developers have just been they finally released all the great stuff this year. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a year, like, since maybe a couple of years in, like, the late 2010s. It's been a long time since we've had one where there is not a clear Game of the Year contender. I'd say there's, like, 6.
Like, there's Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom,
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. After that, the list gets a little bit more muddied.
But that's strong.
Yeah, like, that's already, like, 3 that in any other year, they just win. So...
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you'll remember, 2017, I think, was really strong, because that was Red Dead Redemption 2 and Spider-Man PS4, so that one was wild.
Fucking... what's it called? You're gonna have some Bethesda fanboys out there that are gonna say, but what about Starfield?
Yeah, well, Starfield was fine. I don't need a 12-hour tutorial, I'm sorry. I gotta be real. Bro, hey, I will say about, have you seen some of the, like, really cringe, like, ultra Xbox nerds who have been, they've been, like, hacking, they're so mad that Spider-Man 2 is a masterpiece, so they've been hacking into the game and then, like, forcing it to have glitches so they can upload it onto Twitter and be like, I don't ever want to hear that Xbox has glitches again, because this game is super buggy. I've been playing the game for, like, 30 hours or so, and I haven't encountered a single bug, a glitch. Everything's looked magnificent.
Yeah, the only thing that I've seen people talking about in, like, a negative light is that there's, like, some quote-unquote political parts of it, but at the same time, it's just kind of like, they're teenagers in New York. What the fuck did you expect?
Yeah,
if they don't have that, it's unrealistic at this point.
Yeah, and not to mention, it does, like, it has never taken me out of the game. The game's writing is still, like, fantastic. The combat is unreal. Like, it's giving me the same feeling, like, probably my favorite trilogy of games of all time is, like, it's probably a tie between Donkey Kong Country and the Arkham games. Nope, it can't be the Arkham games, because there's 4 of those. I'm a moron. Anyway, the Batman Arkham games are masterpieces, and after the Arkham Knight came out, like, nothing scratched that itch for me until Spider-Man PS4. Like, there's something... because I don't like beat-em-ups. I find them incredibly repetitive and boring. But if you can just put soul into it, you can create something addictive and amazing.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. Like, I never played the Arkham games, personally, but I've never been a fan of beat-em-ups. Like, pretty much fucking never. And playing the Spider-Man on PS4... like, I understood why some people, like, really like the genre, because that was a very fucking fun game. Well, granted, I'm, like, the web slinging carried that game for me quite a bit, because it's just fun to literally just web swing.
Yeah.
But the combat was also just incredibly fluid. It felt good to, like, just have tiny moments of just, like, alright, well, fuck you then. I'm just going to throw you off a building, because Spider-Man never kills anybody, guys.
No, dude, he kills someone in a cutscene and no one talks about it. He's on top of a speeding car, and he grabs the guy, like, an accomplice who's shooting a gun at him, and he, like, makes a quip, like a goofy little Spider-Man quip, like, oh, you won't be needing that anymore, and then throws him onto the street while the car is going, like, 80 miles an hour. I'm like, what won't he be needing anymore? His life? Like, you just killed that man.
Looks like crime doesn't pay. No, Spidey, don't! No, please!
I have kids! Spidey, please. Dude. No, oh my god. It's fantastic. I do want to quickly say that what sets it apart from other beat-em-ups for me personally is that there is an unbelievable amount of versatility in combat. Like, when you're in a fight, if you have 6 enemies around you, the sheer amount of combinations, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was, like, hundreds and hundreds of different approaches you can have to taking out any individual enemies. Like, 40 different combos, 6 different ways to shoot and swing your webs, like 8 different special things you can do, tons and tons of variety. It's fantastic.
Obviously, I've not played it. I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I can't play it at the moment, and it makes me sad.
I'm sorry.
But, so far, Game of the Year contender for me is Baldur's Gate 3, but just, just narrowly. It's such a close race between it and Tears of the Kingdom for me, because I'm just like, oh, if Tears of the Kingdom did not have that, kinda shitty story writing at times, it would just be there. But that is the only thing Baldur's Gate, its writing is just that much better, and so it ticks it out. It's got that little bit of extra oomph just to kick it over the line.
I get what you mean. I would say that that's something that Zelda and Baldur's Gate do have over Spider-Man. A huge thing they have is that Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom give you insane freedom, whereas Spider-Man is very linear. It just is incredibly fun. The other two, Tears of the Kingdom is so much fun to just goof around in.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before. I don't think we had it on the podcast. We might have, I don't know. But when it comes to Tears of the Kingdom, it almost felt like they gave you so much freedom that the developers did not know, how to deal with you having that freedom, and so the writing kind of suffered a bit. And the reason why I actually put Baldur's Gate over is that they gave you the same amount of freedom, if not more, and then still had the checks to say, okay, if they do this, this happens. If they do this, this happens. Just to make sure that no matter what you do, there's no fucky dialogue. The story changes in a way that adapts to that decision that you just did. If you do something out of order, it adapts to it, has voice lines and everything. It is absurd the amount of detail they made, just making sure that whatever you do, it dialogue and everything just makes sense. Because that was the big issue that I had with Tears of the Kingdom, is hey, guys, why is everybody acting like we don't know where Zelda is? I figured it the fuck out. I did the quest. It
is incredibly annoying. I will agree. At the end of every dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom, you get to the end, and then it's just the same cutscene.
The same
4 times.
Same cutscene, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. But still a 10 out of 10 game. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is still, like I said, I had more fun with the gameplay of Tears of the Kingdom than I had fun with Baldur's Gate 3's gameplay. But I think that the writing and story aspect of Baldur's Gate is so much stronger that I have to etch it out, being objective. And it hurts me because Zelda's my favorite game series of all time,
Same.
hands down, bar none.
Same.
So having to say out loud, hey, yeah, Zelda isn't the best game that got released this year. There's a part of my soul that's just trying to crack through my skull at the moment and kill me before the words can escape my lungs.
No, I totally see what you're saying, man. That just speaks to how great a year of video games it was, and how much effort they put into Baldur's Gate 3. Only to have all the other video game companies be like, well, you can't expect us to make a game that good. It's yes, we can. We're paying $70 for it.
Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Because I would talk about The Amazing Digital Circus, but neither of you guys have fucking watched it, so...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that some other time. It'll either be next week or the week after when it comes back to my episode, because if it's my episode, we're fucking talking about it.
I will watch it for your episode, just like I watched Christopher Titus, which you never ended up talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that on my next episode. I was just so fucking out of it the other day that I just gonna fuck it, we're vibing. We're still probably gonna be mostly going off the cuff when it gets to my episodes, because I actually liked that kind of style. But we'll have just a general thing hey, watch this. I'll probably end up talking about it.
Yeah, I like the idea that we all three have freedom to make our episodes feel like how we want them to, so they all three have a different flavor.
Speaking of the three, where the fuck is Justin?
I'm here. It's just, I let you guys continue on with video games and whatnot because I haven't been keeping up with it.
Are you
sad, depressed little man?
You sad little piss goblin.
Like, are you okay?
Are you good? I will loan you like a couple of bucks to get a game. You need something.
I mean,
Could it be that you've fallen out of love with the medium?
No. I still like playing video games. It's just I don't have much time for it as I normally do.
Neither do I, but I'm still skipping work for Spider-Man. Like I'm not gonna.
Ian's employee, he's not actually skipping work. He was just, he got sick on the day and he just could not show up.
I was sick as hell.
My
I
client
hung out with Ryan. Ryan gave me the clap. I could not go into work. I promise.
My client is totally innocent.
My
Thank you, Ace
client,
Phoenix.
and I quote, did it for the meme. My client, and I quote, didn't do that shit.
My client says he did it and pleads, "Who cares? We move to dismiss all charges."
He on that
Thank
bull,
Ryan.
Your Honor.
Means a lot. He on that bull.
Bull, Your Honor.
I freaking love that series.
I do too.
Also, there was just real quick. I did want to mention. I know we mentioned it last week, and I know it'll be repetitive, but can I just say out loud? I really, really hate Sniperwolf.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but
Is there any updates to that story
Yes,
over the last
yes,
week?
so-
Is that why
yes,
this
so-
is
Yeah.
brought up?
I've been keeping up with it. So, YouTube has officially took away her advertisements or her way to make money off her channel. But
Briefly.
But YouTube has mentioned in their tweet that the actions of both parties are not acceptable. When all Jack's Films did was point out the dumb shit she was doing.
Okay, yeah. Real quick, Justin. One part you got wrong. It was a partial demonetization, so she can get ads back on her videos within a couple months.
But here's the thing, though. She actually is so late, or she's so impatient to wait that time to get her money back, that she has started to re-upload videos on another channel that is monetized.
She's such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hate her. I can't
Wait,
stand her.
so there's someone at YouTube who's like, if I say Jack's Films is bad too, she'll fuck me, right?
I guarantee it.
I can.
If I do that, she'll let me bathe in her bathwater, right?
Who's that Twitch streamer that got away with a lot of shit? What's her name?
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
Oh, yeah, that's right. But no, like, there was...
Alinity, Pokimane.
Dude,
Pokimane, hold on.
Alinity is probably the one. Oh yeah, Pokemon. Fuck that woman.
Because...
I actually know about this fucking celebrity drama, all that
But what's
bullshit.
so funny, though, about Pokimane is that, like, someone made a tweet the other day with Pokimane and Sniperwolf next to each other, and the fucking caption was, quote, I can do anything and my platform won't get rid of me, starter pack.
Oh my god.
I'm like, that's so fucking true.
It's such a double standard. I hate it.
Pav, you were about to get murdered by simps.
Oh, just imagine we get a bunch of hate clicks from a bunch of like really, really like just a bunch of 30-year-old dudes that smell like dick.
Let's see if we can run through a couple examples as to how many hate clicks we can get. Pokimane is overrated. Pokimane calls out small child and gets him doxxed. Sniperwolf doxes other YouTuber. Pokimane says that you shouldn't be allowed to criticize her or Congress should stop you.
The anti-think tank is more popular than Joe Rogan.
That's just denial.
That's just
that's
misinformation. That's just misinformation.
But thank you
Here's
for saying
some
his name, though.
schizo pills. Go over back to your... Yeah, now we can include him in the title. Good job,
Better
Ian.
the tags, at least.
Who else can we drag into this conversation for no fucking reason?
You just named the name of the episode. Ryan hates Joe.
It's
All
just-
3 topics are Ryan hates Joe Rogan, Ian hates Joe Rogan, Justin hates Joe Rogan. When like I have no problem with him, we just want the hate clicks.
I mean, we got plenty from fucking Vosh's fan base and Andrew Tate's fan base.
That was ridiculous.
That was
fun.
That was fun.
We should do that again.
I'm sorry. I want to point out one comment we got from one of the Vosh's fans. The comment, I'm not going to say the username, but the comment was fucking, it started out with, I implore you to look more into Vosh's stuff. I'm sorry, but you do understand that if you use the word implore on the internet, you sound like a pompous fuck.
It's kind of
Also,
go on.
like, the assumption that we haven't.
Yeah.
And we, like,
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, we were talking, and then afterwards, there's a couple days that passed, and Justin goes, so yeah, I looked more into this Vosh guy, and, holy shit.
Kind of cringe.
Now, one of the comments, though, said that we need to talk more about Hasanabe, which I thought we covered pretty enough, but we point out some evils on both sides. Granted, though, I do believe we should talk more about Hasanabe's 9/11, quotes.
Hasanabe has gone, like, off the fucking rock in the last month, dude. Like, you can find some fucking bangers. Like, I don't even really want to get into it just because of how, like, fucked up some of the shit that he said. I'm afraid that, like, YouTube is just gonna crack down on us and let him go just because we repeated what he said.
And we're a smaller channel,
Like,
so yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Andrew Tate
Yeah,
fans came in, and one guy called us dorks. And I'm just like, okay, Kevin from Ed and Eddie, thank you for your wonderful insight.
That dude came in and he was like, "Are you really insulting the top G?" Like, dude, like, you know that his hand is just like stuck to his keyboard, like it's just crusted.
Or better
onto his
yet, the other
keyboard.
comment too, saying that he listened for a good take. He got a fucking, he said it was retarded stance, or what we said was retarded. I'm like, so Andrew Tate Bad's not good enough for you? That's not a good take?
It's such an obvious take. I I don't understand how people can just like could be that.
You
sad.
shouldn't, like, do human trafficking. Man, what a retarded take. I do that all the time and nobody complains.
Help! Help!
Shut the fuck up back there! Gotta keep him in line.
Can I have one slice of the pizza?
You get the fuck back in the cage!
Ah! Nobody knows the trouble.
You
I've
talk
seen.
when we're back in Romania, you son of a bitch.
Andrew?
Until then, you stay quiet.
Andrew, can I at least rub your head for luck?
You get 5 rubs.
But last week I got 6.
You get 5! We'll go down to 4!
Okay, I'll take my 5.
What the fuck did this turn into?
1, 2,
Thank you.
3,
Thank you, sir.
4,
Thank you, sir.
5,
One more?
6. 6? Did you go for 6, you son of a bitch?
No! So anyway, I was playing Spider-Man last week. What the fuck? I was having a great time with it, and then I lost my train of thought at the rubs. I'm sorry, I was trying to get us back on track.
Anyway,
My mom and dad are gonna come in here and be like, "Hey, are you winning, son? Are you okay?"
Why are you talking about rubbing a human trafficker's bald head?
And asking for a single slice of pizza.
I'll tell you what, though, the best...
Oh my
Is
god.
everything
I'll tell you what, though, the
okay?
best comment we ever got.
It's gonna be like they're gonna sit down like the birds and the bees, like, so son, I feel like we need to talk to you about some shit. It's not okay to talk about rubbing bald men's heads for good luck. Especially if that bald man is Andrew Tate.
I'll tell you what, though, the best comment we ever got. It was just a very simple comment, too. But Mr. Mike Klum.
Oh, here we go. Ryan, you're gonna want to deafen yourself because you don't seem to understand.
Look, dude, I posted already my opinion. Like, yeah, cool that he commented on the post and everything, but Jesus fucking Christ, dude, calm down.
He's our friend now, Ryan. He's our friend now.
No, listen, Ian. So, like, I thought my response
He
was...
literally should have, thanks for watching the trailer, guys, and then walked away. And then, like, immediately, in 10 minutes, y'all were deep-throating him in the comments section.
No, listen, my comment was nowhere near as bad as fucking Ian's, okay? Listen, I'm gonna pull this shit up right now on the fucking YouTube studio, and I'm gonna read these comments,
just for
okay?
anyone, wait, real quick for anyone listening who's not fully up to date. Mike Klum is a documentary maker who is making a documentary on a famous YouTuber named Boogie2988, and we talked about him in an episode like 3 episodes ago, and then he commented on the post, and I ejaculated.
Yeah, okay, here's the comments.
Like, Justin's comment was Justin's was simple. It was like, "Hi, Justin here. I'm really excited to see the documentary. terribly sorry for forgetting your name at the start of the conversation. And then immediately following is Ian. Oh my lord, sir, thank you for gracing our channel. I can assure you I'll be watching the documentary on day 1. Hopefully Justin and Ryan too. And then I reply back, I will not.
I had to vouch for you,
What's so funny that was
and you
like,
bungled it.
what's
You
so
bungled it.
What's so funny, Ian, is that like you try to do that for me too. I already said I was gonna watch it.
I had to make sure that he knew that we were like really. I'm sorry. Like I don't have any excuse. I'm just. I just wanted a friend.
I'm just saying, Ian, you dropped the ball.
I just wanted
all right?
one that doesn't try to put me in a fucking corner and hit me with a belt. I just wanted one. Just one normal friendship.
I go over to Mike's house, and the first thing he does is he's like, "Hey, so get in the corner." I can't escape it.
No, not again.
Because I'm telling you, Ian, like my comment was very decent. I even made sure with you guys that I didn't sound very desperate. I just want to let him know that, you know, I'm excited to see the documentary. I'm glad that he actually took time out of his day to watch the video, or at least listen to it. I was very happy with that. And then Ian,
I will
and then
say though, my
fucking-
favorite comment.
and then Ian comes out of nowhere going,
Okay.
I will say though, at risk of offending, my favorite comment on this page though has to be Ryan's right on Death Note.
That's not funny. Not funny. Didn't laugh. Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Thank you, Heffalumpomatic.
It's. You know what? Let's get into it. ReZero is a terrible show with terrible pacing, terrible character writing.
Death Note's mid.
Okay. So this is where we stand now.
now, real quick,
ReZero had so much potential. Oh, what just?
real quick, I will say this though. My favorite comment, or actually, the comment that brought up my best reaction to it. Do you guys remember the video of the podcast where Ryan brought out the fucking Serbian bottle incident?
Yeah.
A person here commented on it, and the comment was, "Do you think that dude climaxed when the bottle broke?" And my reaction to this, my reply was, "I would really like to think that the bottle broke because he climaxed so hard. That bottle didn't stand a chance to the powerful force of that man's rectum clenching."
It was when I read that I knew that you would be a perfect choice for my Chlamydia San story.
That to this day is my favorite reply ever. I love
We gotta
that
get
shit.
thank you to our #1 fan, Hef, or as I like to call him, my D&D friend, Gresh. He's a great guy.
Are you memeing or does he actually watch our stuff?
That's him, yeah.
Yeah, he watches
Yeah,
our
it's
stuff.
Oh, okay.
He referenced, and Justin's gonna be joining us for the Monday night games starting next week, and he gets to finally meet him.
Will he though? Will he?
Yeah, that's the question. He missed he missed session 0.
So is the next session this Monday coming up?
Correct.
What time?
6:30 Central. 6:30 p.m.
I should be there.
If you aren't, I'll beat you with a claw hammer.
And I would understand.
Please don't kill my boss. He pays my salaries.
I won't. Neither of us get paid.
Yeah, Justin, what's that about?
I don't get paid either. The fuck are you talking about?
Well, someone's got to get paid. It's America.
Real quick, one more other thing here. When it comes to comments, it's not comment. This is pretty funny. The guy was very, a guy or girl, I don't know who it is, was being very nice to us. Comment said, "This is funny AF. It's good y'all got on my recommended being such a small channel." His username is the funniest shit I've ever read. It's Tiny Penis Cletus.
Tiny penis Cletus.
It's such a nice comment on its own. Like,
Right?
hey, I'm so glad that the YouTube algorithm, whatever it was, recommended you guys to me. You're a small channel, and I'm glad to be on for the journey. From Tiny Penis Cletus.
So yeah,
I feel like I connect with like 2 of you.
So yeah, for Mike Klum, for Gresh, for Tiny Penis Cleanus, we're sorry we name dropped you. We apologize.
But thank you for being a part of our rise to the top.
What top you talking about? We're gonna stay right here and just fucking tell jokes all day long.
We're gonna lose 3 subscribers, and it's gonna be Mike Clum Crush and Tiny Penis Cletus.
Okay, wait. Let me rephrase myself. Thank you for being here for our rise to slightly below the middle.
There we go. That's more perfect.
We have 24 subscribers right now, motherfuckers. We haven't risen at all.
Just wait for our. We're on an arc, dude. We're on our rise arc. Can't wait for our downfall arc.
I can't wait for the fucking the YouTube cancellation like 10 years down the line when some random fucking YouTuber pulls up our early episodes and say the anti-think tank said what?
I can't wait till
Little.
I can't wait till Mike Clum does documentary about our downfall.
It's gonna. Do imagine he comes up and has to interview all 3 of us.
Hey, I remember you guys. Yeah, you watched the trailer. It's a shame about that incident where you ran over all those orphans.
It's a shame.
I do agree, though. They shouldn't have been in the road. But, reversing back over them may have been a bit much.
That was what we call unnecessary. Oh my god.
Officer, I felt threatened by their presence.
What could they have been doing that was threatening? They were just hitting the gritty.
Yeah, in the middle of the fucking road, doing a Fortnite dance.
Got overcome with rage. Oh my god. Wait, real quick, before this, Justin, we've been going for an hour and 14 minutes, but with all of the, like, setup and making the story stuff, that's like 20 minutes, so what do you think we're at, like 50 or so?
Take 1 hour 14 and subtract
50.
about 30.
Okay, let me just...
You got about 10 minutes of time to fill.
Well, then let me go ahead and blow my load over Super Mario Wonder real quick.
Oh god.
Why are you have a Switch? How do you not have the game?
Because he's out of money for the month.
Yeah, pretty much.
You had a chance, Justin. You had a chance to get 15.
He really didn't. This is an entirely different story. But this month he got kneecapped right at the start of the month.
Yeah, I did.
Didn't stand a chance. I want to go ahead and say that Nintendo has been Nintendo fumbled the bag for like 20 years. The original Super Mario Brothers is a really fun side-scrolling game, revolutionized video game industry. 3 is good, World is good. Super Mario Brothers Wii. I don't think I've ever had more fun playing a multiplayer game. Me and my sister played that game so much. I remember getting it at Walmart, and it was just a great game, great experience. Then that was in like 2007, maybe 2008. Everything after that was garbage. Like seriously. New Super Mario Brothers 3DS, terrible game. The Wii U one, really bad game. Terrible, like boring level design. And eventually Nintendo was like, okay, you guys keep giving these mid-reviews. Apparently we can't create interesting levels anymore, so why don't we just let you do it? And then they made Mario Maker, and that was it. Like they gave us too much power, and then they couldn't create another game. And that pushed them into a corner. As everyone knows, more competition leads to better product. In a similar case here, Nintendo backed themselves into a wall, and it forced them to create one of the best multiplayer games, one of the most fun experiences I have ever had. If you're listening, I'm doing some free brand promotion, I guess. Nintendo, please sponsor me. I make like 4 shekels an hour. The game is magnificent. It is... Every level has like a gimmick, which is something that they haven't done before that I really like about Donkey Kong Country. Which they're doing here. Each level feels super different. There's tons of levels. The game is extremely difficult, which I'm so happy with. That's something I hate about Mario games, is they're so easy to get through. And in this game, there are levels that I've actively been stuck on for like days. I'll play it like 4 or 5 times, then I'll go back. And it's just so fun, like, to actually not breeze your way through a level. It's great. I highly recommend you guys get it. There's a huge war going on right now on TikTok and stuff of people saying, which game's better, Super Mario Wonder or Spider-Man 2. I think they're both masterpieces, and that is all I wanted to say there. Thank you so much, Nintendo, for actually, like, giving a shit and not rushing out a generic game. Thank you so much.
This is probably the only time Nintendo doesn't get any praise for quite a long time.
Well, Tears of the Kingdom was great, but more often than not, they fumbled the bag.
Their game development is generally good.
It's
everything else.
Nintendo
that's the
PR
problem.
is terrible.
They're probably gonna like snipe me from the window just for mentioning their product without consulting them first.
Yeah, we were making jokes about running over orphans, but that's some shit that Nintendo would do if they had like created a fan game or some shit.
And which really sucks because Nintendo fan games absolutely slap. Like Metroid AM2R, one of my favorite games ever, and you can't play it without searching.
Hell, even fucking like NES ROM hacks. Like someone did a ROM hack of the Legend of Zelda, and I forgot the name of it, but it's so fucking good. And Nintendo put a cease and desist in that shit. It's a fucking ROM hack.
It's stupid. I generally
Like I just want to play the old good games, dude. Like I just want to be able to boot up the fucking Majora's Mask again and just play through that shit. Twilight Princess, let me play the good games. You're sitting on a gold mine, god damn it.
Yeah, but I mean, whenever they re-release it, it's gonna be like $60. But I would. No, I already bought HD Twilight Princess.
That's
for the
why
Wii U.
you guys
God,
have
Twilight
to.
Princess is such a
That's why you guys have
masterpiece.
to buy the original console. You have to buy the original game, and there you go.
I already have all the original consoles. Ryan's the one who's on some weeb shit right now.
No, I just emulate it and don't pay absurd amounts of money.
He makes a very good point.
I
Ryan-
collect a fuck ton.
As do I. I enjoy it. Ryan, do you play? Have you ever gotten into Zelda fan games?
Not particularly. I mostly just stuck to like main console releases.
Recently, I tried to do a ranking of all the games in the franchise, and there's two fan games, a couple that are so good, so fleshed out with such good stories, like actually made dungeons and bosses that you can download, that like they're actually in my top 10. So I highly recommend a couple of them, especially if you like top-down Zelda like I do. I love top-down Zelda, and they're probably never gonna make one again, so I've got to get my fix somehow.
Yeah. What's it called? Going off topic a bit. Have either of you looked into channels on YouTube that are like alternate history?
No.
I
Like, I'm really really big into history, and so alternate history is like just a fun thing. Like, oh, what would happen if this occurred? And what would happen if this occurred?
I mean, that only happens for
And
me if it's
I
like
gotta
ocean
say-
liners.
Of course.
What would happen if the Titanic didn't
No,
sink?
not even
Oh,
that.
It
Not
didn't
even that,
sink.
but like there's a whole thing going on right now where well, as of late they discovered that there was going to be another White Star Line superliner after the Britannic.
I'm gonna stop this autistic ramble right fucking now, okay? We don't have the time to go down this rabbit hole
No,
with you right
it's
now.
just-
You got your own channel. You can flavor it to ocean liners if you want to,
It was a very quick
motherfucker.
thing. Pretty much it got canceled because of Great Depression. And the whole alternative history is what if that never happened? There you go.
I can see it.
Just holding onto my chair, staring for. Every time anything with ocean liners comes up around this man, he hyperfixates immediately.
Listen, I'm passionate about big boats, all right?
Oh, well, listen, guys.
just to be
Look, man, we all are. But holy shit.
just to be clear, Ryan, like that's kind of unfair because whenever we start going off about weeaboo shit, like Justin quietly sits there like a good boy, and yet the second he's like, "Hey guys, there's this boat," no,
That's accurate.
it's like, dude, like I like boats. I think they're cool. I'll listen.
Listen, I think for our shenanigans, we should all go travel to the Queen Mary.
Sure, but how far away?
Sure,
Is that?
why not?
That way,
It's in
yeah, so
California.
we have to take a flight down there.
I'm still down, even if you were joking. I want to go on a
Either
vacation
that
with you
or we
guys
could take a
so that I
vacation
can-
down to the USS Alabama. That's like 4 hours from here.
No, let's do the Queen Mary and try and get that one really haunted
Oh, yeah,
room.
the Boiler Room 6, I believe it is.
Can you guys imagine
Not-
how good that?
Not Boiler Room 6. The fucking there's one room on the Queen Mary. A bunch of paranormal YouTubers have booked things in there and gotten a lot of shit. We could also do the Conjuring House if you guys want to do that one and really, really get fucked up.
Maybe. I would like to say I'm also interested in the road trip aspect. Can you guys imagine how good like a whole shenanigans video would be of just us on a road trip like to somewhere 4 hours away? We could get a lot of really funny material with that, I guess.
Yeah, but I think by the end of it, we'll probably kill each other.
It'd be fun.
Ian, we're talking about a place in California. It's gonna be a bit longer than 4 hours.
You guys can't fly? You guys don't have wings, bro? Like, I can get there pretty quick. That's all I'm saying.
Not me, I'm built different. I just ignore the traffic law.
I just ignore the laws of physics. I'm there within an hour. Yo, but yeah, no, I'm down.
What do you mean the police can stop you? Just don't pull over.
That's such a life hack, dude. Like, they can't arrest you if you don't allow
If
them
you're listening, please do not take anything these two fucking idiots are saying to heart, all right? Please, thank you.
You own that gun. It's yours.
Stop
Just
it.
grab it.
Anyway, back on track to your
Well-
alternative history. Let's go.
Like, a few people were like talking about a few things, and so like I was like, fuck it, I'll take a crack at this, and so I'm working on a little script of my own right now to release on my own personal channel, going over like what would like some guy was like, oh, what do you think happens if the Confederacy wins the war? And I'm just like, all right, listen here, motherfucker. A, that would never be able to happen. B, we don't want that to happen. And C, here's like the one scenario where it could happen, and the world is worse for it.
Nice.
And so that's probably going to be releasing here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And that's my big announcement, just doing like that shit. This is gonna, because I'm so tired of seeing these people like, well, what if the South won the Civil War? Like, they collapse in 50 years.
Yeah, like dude, actually I was going to mention that is when people talk about alternate history in America, that is the big one. And it's not one I find particularly interesting.
Yeah, they lose. Like, they win, oh, congrats, you still lose.
Like, more than one group of people loses in that scenario. Like, that is it would not be good.
And I don't mean, like, even taking, like, neutral, like, looking at history where you end up stance, they just get conquered by the North again after, like, 50 years. Like, it just basically puts it on hold, slavery lasts a bit longer, and then they all just fucking they just die in World War I. Like, that's how it works. They just lose in World War I instead of in 1860.
Yeah. Like, there's definitely some more interesting alternate history topics. But yeah, man, I'll definitely check it out when you upload it to your channel. Sounds pretty creative.
Sounds pretty creative.
Sounds pretty dope, man.
Oh. All right. I was trying to be supportive.
I just wanted to be a good friend. Why won't you let me just be a good friend?
You guys won't. Like, whenever I congratulate you, were like, ugh. What are you, gay?
You've got to understand, this is quite literally the environment we were raised in at High School, alright?
It's simple.
You might want to censor the word in that when you go
Oh yeah,
back
I'm gonna
and edit
censor
this.
that.
No, like, my friend group was generally very supportive and like of each other and stuff. So then I
Ours was not.
Oh no, our friend group was constantly shit talking each other.
It was and continues to be a civil war, and one that I intend to win.
To put in perspective here, Ian, like whenever something good happens, like let's say, what is it? I forgot. There's one time I had a bad relationship in high school, and I told all the guys, "Yeah, I finally broke up with that bitch," and they go, "Huh, that's kind of gay."
All right. At least
I think the conversation was like, "Yeah, I finally broke it off. It was getting really annoying," and I think it was Chance that went, "What? You broke it off because you like men now or something?"
It's like there's no reason for that. I remember that same thing happened. I remember I was over at Justin's house for not Crimes Against Humanity, Cards Against Humanity, and I
was over there like breaking the rules of the Hague.
I was over there for Crimes Against Humanity, and Justin and Noble is it that? Yeah, Noble was there, right?
Yeah, Noble.
I was over there, and my buddy Aiden calls, and he's telling me about how he got promoted at his job. I was like, "That's awesome, man. That's great. So proud of you, brother." And then I get off, and you both look at me, and you're like, "That was pretty gay, man."
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
I can't just be supportive. I can't be a good guy.
Like, I can't just be happy my friend got promoted. Like, fine, never mind. I hate him. I hate all of you, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, like there was one time I think one of our friends had like a really big thing happen to him. They got an award or whatever the fuck, and they're just like celebrating, and they're like, Justin, like it's cool, isn't it? I go, I don't fucking care. I was very blunt with them. Like, I don't fucking care.
I remember, like, at one point, I got, like, a creative writing award for some bullshit that I spent, like, 2 hours writing some shit in high school, because, like, they were giving out, like, free t-shirts and everything else, and, if you submitted and won. And so I spent 2 hours on the day that it was due, wrote something, somehow fucking won over, like, 20, 30 other fucking people. And then, hey guys, I won this! Good for you, retard!
That should not be the natural response. Like, that's really scary, actually. That's so bad. I don't get it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, like that whole like mentality kind of bleeds into my relationship right now, because like Maddie will say something like, "Oh, I love you so much." I'm like, that's kind of gay.
That's kind of lame. Like, when
We've traumatized you to the point where you can no longer feel love. You're just waiting for the other shoe to drop at any given moment.
Real quick though, I do want to stress. I do
Literally
want to stress to Ian, and I also want to stress to anyone listening to the podcast that living in a very conservative state. Ryan, I want to bring this up from our high school experience. Remember Coach? I'm not gonna say his name, but our history teacher who taught us how to debate.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time
that.
when?
Do you want to go down the stories of like all the shit that we
Fuck
had
yeah!
on that
Let's
debate
let's
thing,
do
or-
it.
Okay, wait. I'll make this the last thing because we're at an hour and 30. So once we cut that, just try to make this the last thing. Go ahead.
All right. Anyway, I'll say this. So we had to learn how to debate, and because it was about to be election year, you know, and so what sucks though about trying to teach students how to debate is that you're not going to let the students pick their debate topic. Like, you're going to make the debate topic, and you're going to assign groups to either oppose or for it, or pro or whatever. And for Ryan, I remember specifically that he had gun control.
I became public. No, I did not. I became public enemy number 1, and I will go into it right the fuck now.
Go for it.
I was assigned to argue against gay marriage.
Oh shit!
You remember this now, don't you?
I think the gun control was me then. Okay, go ahead.
And so I was assigned a group with the biggest redneck in school who was
God.
in love with this topic.
Oh my
and
God.
I am pro gay marriage because I personally don't give a fuck. And so I request to just swap sides, right? Just go to the other side and just move on with my life. And my teacher said, no, you've got to argue from their side because you got to think about their perspective too. And I'm like, but please. Okay, I'll lose on purpose. There's no way this could go badly. There's any number of arguments that they could make to win this. And we pull up on the day, and I'm like the best public speaker of this small group of people. And, you know, I don't go up first. The redneck does, and he does a real good tone setter of, and I quote, "I'm against gay marriage because no one wants to see that."
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
And I'm just like, okay, sit down, and I got it from here.
I got it from here, buddy.
You gave it your best try. All right, other side, counter argument. You gotta have something good for that one. And then they start saying Bible verses about how God supports gay marriage. And I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna win, aren't I?
Oh no!
Yeah, they could have.
And so I have to start.
Like they could have picked the whole. They could have picked the whole. Yeah, like gay marriage is cool and all because it's a First Amendment right. They could have just said that and been done.
There's like, oh, we have a separation of church and state. Your religious argument does not matter. Boom, moving on.
Yes.
But no, they tried to debate me on the religious aspect, and I'm just like, I kept like trying to wink them out of it and you could tell like, and the worst crowd of all time. You have like the back of the fucking, because it was held in the library. The back of the library is just entirely like the most left-leaning, like they have like the tiny little gay club in the back, and I mean that as like an adjective, not as like an insult. The literal gay club was like getting pitchforks together. One dude yells up from the back, "You're like Donald Trump!" Please, Logan, not right now!
You were fighting for your life, dude.
This goes on for like 15 fucking minutes. As I'm having to like very painfully shut down their arguments in front of like 60 to 70 fucking people. And like it starts getting heated. The fucking audience starts trying to counter argue me like, well, how does it affect you? Why do you believe this? I don't.
Like, from what I've heard, Ryan, like, tried to defend himself the best he could. Like, listen, I don't believe in this shit. I'm just doing the assignment. Like...
Yeah, I was sitting, like, but then, like, the redneck group starts, like, hailing me as a fucking king.
Oh my god!
Like, no, stop! I don't want to be your hero!
That was good time. That was very good time.
This is the best story. I don't know how you've kept this from me. This is gold.
And then, like, it gets to the end of it, and they start having to vote on who won the debate. And, like, start discussing, like, oh, so who do you guys think won the debate? And so you have the rednecks all standing up and, like, chanting my fucking name as I'm just, like, head in hands in the background. And
oh my god.
Congratulations, Ryan.
I go to the next class after this is all over. By the way, I'm fucking leaving this shit, and I, like, go over to the other side, and they say, hey, you know, good debate. Sucks that like it went that way. And then he, like, I remember the leader of the other side who like fucked up big time, like trying to set the standard of like what they're gonna debate over. And goes like, don't fucking talk to me, homophobe. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a thing for the rest of my school life, isn't it?
This is a thing now.
And I go to the next class and I look over at that, like, another one, because we're in central Alabama at this point. There's a lot of rednecks, and one of them tips a MAGA hat at me, and that's the moment that I just knew my life was fucking over. Like, it was done. There was nothing I could do.
Like,
My fucking civics professor, not professor, fucking teacher, just decided to end my social life unilaterally.
Local iconic podcast host legend falls down alt-right pipeline. See story tonight at 9.
I'm just in the back. I don't believe in it. I don't stop.
I remember
Leave
that.
me alone.
And the worst part is, like, he said, like, who disagrees with Ryan right now? And I raised my hand, and everybody ignored that I rose my fucking hand.
But it was
even
a
the smart kid who was there. Like, dude, one of the kids that was in the fucking thing was like super fucking religious and starts going like, well, what do you like? Well, yeah, Ryan, like you should have brought up Sodom and Gomorrah and like how God punished the sinners that are there. I'm pretty sure you would agree with that when I'm just sitting in the fucking podium like, no, I don't. Stop winning the argument with them. Let them win, please.
Stop putting gay things in my mouth.
Like after a while though, like everyone started to realize that Ryan did not agree with what he said. Like it got to a point they finally agreed, but it took a long time. Like I remember people going,
dude, people threatened violence.
They really did for a long time, and people would come make comments to Ryan, and like Ryan would have to yell and scream like, "No, I don't believe in this shit. Like I just did it for an assignment."
What you should.
I got like it, and then it got worse
What?
because then after it's like, oh, he doesn't believe in gay marriage. Like he's not against gay marriage. He's got to be gay then, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh my god.
Like, no, god damn it. I just don't think we should like impose shit on people.
I'm not gonna lie.
Why did?
And like the fucking principal gets involved at one point, dude, and he like comes into class and some kid goes, "Well, do you believe in gay marriage?" And the principal deadpan stares at us and shakes his fucking head and walks out of the room. Like,
Why did we have to be born in Alabama? Justin, go on.
But yeah, I'm so grateful that my debate topic was nowhere near severe as that. But I did get a lot of shit for what side I was on though. Yeah, I was on the gun control, and I was against gun control, which is terrible because I am all for some sort of gun control.
Yeah.
And like I even tried to ask the teacher, like, could I please swap? Because I don't believe in that. And he gave me the same bullshit excuse that he gave Ryan. And I'm just like, I'm not going to learn how to debate anything if I have to debate against my own side. That's bullshit. Like, I want to be on my side. I know more about this. And he's like, well, you gotta do it. So time comes to a debate. It's our turn. And I go up to speak. And I just looked up the right-wing explanation as to why gun control is bad. Like, I copy-pasted the fucking catchphrases. And I started stuttering, and at one point, a guy behind me, like, tries to, like, another conservative behind me tries to, like, fix my words or finish the sentence. I'm like, do you want to come here and speak? I'd rather you do it.
Nice. I can't wait until we get a comment from Billy Bob Cletus. And he like, no, Tiny Penis Cletus, he leaves a comment on the video, and he's like, well, I mean, I just don't understand why I can't pull out my AR-15 in the public McDonald's. I do not understand.
I agree with Cletus on this one. Justin, we can fight on this later.
But
We gotta be getting out of here soon.
Yeah, we're out of time, unfortunately. Good episode though. Really
that
liked
was
it.
very
I had
good.
fun.
We'll go more. We'll go more into fucking into some high school stories and shit. Because there's a couple that I've got like saved in the fucking back burner.
We will definitely discuss that.
We'll
We'll definitely discuss that on my
like,
next episode.
Yeah, you remember this phrase just to tease a little bit? This is why people shoot up schools and then walking out of the classroom.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's going to be a good episode
That
then.
shit that happened.
It's kind of wild.
All right, before we end it,
You'll learn more next week,
yeah.
Ian, don't worry.
Okay.
Oh yeah. All right, before we end it, announcement again. Again, we have voicemails open. I checked the voicemails before we recorded the podcast, and nobody did it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, just follow the link in the description of the video or on the podcast episode. It will only work on mobile devices, of course, because it's gonna be voicemail. Yeah, please record your voicemails telling me that I'm an idiot, calling Ryan an idiot, and I don't know, insult the other guys.
Do not insult me.
I don't care.
I can't handle it.
Anyway,
Do not insult me. I am sensitive and I will cry.
I will.
and if you
I'll
want
tear-
your voicemail on the next episode, please have it in before Wednesday or before Tuesday. And second announcement, we now have a gaming channel called Happy Sticks.
Woo!
And the first video went up as of recording this on Tuesday. It's us playing Worms, and we may do that again sometime. Subscribe to Happy Sticks, youtube.com/@HappySticks. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we're gonna put some good stuff on there. Got a lot of really good content saved up. And Justin, if you have any more from that debate, that gun control debate, definitely do it next week, because you guys got on that topic really well at like the tail end of the podcast. So if you want to do some of that next week, I wouldn't be opposed.
I don't know how this whole fucking situation slipped my mind until like right now. It was like a repressed memory, dude.
Yeah. Really great episode though.
And now it's gonna be a highlight.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.